Hello everybody, Razorblade Mango here, and it's time. It's time for the Cream of the Crop 2018. So this year, there's going to be 5 games that will be honored on the list, plus an additional honorable mention that will be done first, actually. So 2018 was a really terrible year for games, in my opinion. Lots of disappointments, lots of games that I didn't even bother with because they were ruined by publisher monetization, and it was just such a slog to get through this year, and I'm so happy that it's over with because 2019 is looking a lot more promising. But before we move on to 2019, I need to give one final tip of the hat to 6 games that made this really dark, shitty year just a tiny bit brighter. So let's get started. Now, the one honorable mention that I have this year is most likely the one that's going to generate the most sighs and eye rolls and ugh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Fortnite Battle Royale. I'm specifying the Battle Royale portion because, quite frankly, I think Save the World sucks complete ass and is not worth the $20 asking price at all. Seriously, it sucks. The real deal in this package is Battle Royale, and thankfully it's free. Now, I have never been someone to follow the latest flavor of the month. Military shooters, hero shooters, MOBAs, MMOs, live services. But after playing Fortnite Battle Royale, I got it. Even after my first time, I understood the Battle Royale craze. Battle Royale is a colorful multiplayer game filled with lots of tense and memorable moments thanks to the depth and room for strategy that the game provides. Do I play this like a regular shooter and blast my way to victory? Do I hide and wait until the very last minute to achieve my victory with a well-placed headshot? Do I let an opponent knock me down and then have my buddy come up behind him and shotgun blast him in the back when his guard is down? Thank you, Doggy Bone Gaming, by the way. There are multiple enticing strategies you can employ, and if you have the right squad of friends together, it's possibly the best multiplayer experience you can have these days. It's a damn good game. But it's an honorable mention for none of the reasons I just mentioned. No, it's on here for one very specific reason. Its monetization model. Normally when a game is the top shit, I don't feel like it has deserved that honor one single bit. But I cannot deny that Fortnite Battle Royale is maybe the very best live service today in an overwhelming sludge of them. The Battle Pass has already unfortunately been abused by abhorrent live service junk like Black Ops 4, Rocket League, Paladins, PUBG, and a lot more. But I think the way it was originally implemented in Fortnite is fair, respectful, and provides the cool stuff right off the bat without grinding days upon days for it. And with each new exciting season bringing weird shit to the table and intriguing updates that bring entire new modes that don't cost a single penny, this game keeps getting better and better. Granted, like all live services, I moved on from it eventually, but I have been keeping an eye on it for months, and I've been consistently impressed. Blown the fuck away with how Epic has sustained it without robbing their loyal audience blind. It's cool to hate Fortnite nowadays. Hell, there's always backlash when you're the king shit. But I strongly believe it belongs among the finest live service multiplayer games of all time. And this is coming from someone who hasn't touched the game in over half a year. Fortnite Battle Royale, honorable mention, there you go. It's really good. The first game to be honored by the Cream of the Crop this year is Deltarune Chapter 1, the free follow-up to Undertale from indie darling Toby Fox. At first, I considered making this game the honorable mention, but I realized that would be doing it a great disservice. It would be insulting to Deltarune if I made it the honorable mention this year. Although it is only the first chapter in a much larger story that will be concluded God knows when, This 2 to 3 hour RPG experience puts many AAA $60 games to shame. Instead of retreading familiar territory already laid out by Undertale, Toby Fox has created something completely different, with terrific new characters and a fantastic full-blown turn-based combat system that floored me with its depth. It's also got the clever humor, good art design, and amazing music you expect from the mind behind Undertale. If you haven't already noticed by now, I've been using Deltarune music in some of the videos I've uploaded recently. If that doesn't clue you in as to how much I love the music in Deltarune, I don't know what will. A lot of you may think a free game can't be qualified for this list, and you'd be wrong, because money isn't the only currency I consider when making this list. I'd argue that time is an even more precious commodity, and I believe Deltarune Chapter 1 is far more worthy of your precious hours on this earth than most of the games that companies spew out nowadays. It's fun, hilarious, has catchy music, and feels like a complete package even though it's labeled as Chapter 1. And it's fucking free. Thank you, Toby Fox. The next game to be honored on this list is none other than A Way Out from Josef Fares, Mr. Fuck the Oscars. Multiplayer, or more specifically co-op, is such a mundane buzzword used by cynical publishers, of which EA is certainly among them, to give their products a shallow sense of longevity. A Way Out is refreshingly against that nonsense. Fares' first game, Brothers, which is excellent by the way, explored the bizarre yet surprisingly functional idea of a co-op experience where one player controls two characters simultaneously. But A Way Out takes the co-op concept and just runs to the story-driven hills with that. It uses that feature to tell an engaging story and involves the two players in it in ways that are only possible in video gaming. What really surprised me about A Way Out is how diverse the activities are and how snappy the pacing is. Just when my co-op partner or I would start to get tired of one sequence, the game would just move on to a totally different thing. This welcoming variety kept the game from being boring and one note. It just never happens, thank God. Also, A Way Out subverts the co-op dynamics in ways that I found surprising and narratively reinvigorating, to use a big boy word. Even if I've done most of these activities alone in a ton of other games, most of them felt fresh again when sprinkled within the structure of a story-driven co-op experience. And that freshness extends to the story beats and movie influences as well. Sequences that pay clear homage to Heat and Shawshank Redemption have added layers of poignancy and delight because you can share the experience with an actual human partner. I really cannot stress enough how much of a creative triumph A Way Out is. Games like these are the reason why I shit on EA so much. When they aren't pimping out their own franchises to make easy money off of people's gambling addictions, they are fully capable of making great games. Not just financially, but they've got the talent to do it. They are fully capable of being a quality publisher, but they choose not to be. So fuck them. Not fuck A Way Out, by the way. A Way Out is really good, and one of the best co-op experiences you can have, like, ever. I am absolutely delighted to say that the next game on this list is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Well, I mean, what more do you need to hear? This game is really damn good. You all know the game is really damn good. If you have a Switch, just joins the VIP club of games you absolutely must have for the system, alongside Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and the brilliant Super Mario Odyssey. And this is all coming from someone who is a fucking idiot when it comes to Smash. So believe me when I tell you that this game has turned me from someone who has always looked at the series from the outside into someone who wakes up every morning since the game came out and thinks, you know what? Why don't I play a round of Smash? Hell, why don't I play a few rounds of Smash? And then I end up playing for 2 hours when I'm supposed to be getting ready for work. This game nails the basic idea of what video games should be. Fun. As Reggie Big Beefy Man Fils-Aimé once said, if it's not fun, why bother? Unlike the anemic, piss-poor Mario Tennis Aces, or the garishly grindy Octopath Traveler, and believe me, we'll get to those another day, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is actually fun, and continues to reward you with new characters, surprising you with incredibly deep mechanics that are simple to learn but difficult to master, and absolutely showers you with options to tune the game the way you want to play it. And the new fighters? Oh man, well, let's just say that Isabelle, Simon, King K. Rool, and Inkling have become very frequent choices when kicking the ever-loving shit out of somebody in this game. With the announcement that Joker from Persona 5 will be the first DLC fighter, you can bet your ass that I'm going to be coming back to this game even after they're done with the DLC in 2020. Because it's that fucking good. Hell, as soon as I'm done recording this bit, I'm going to go play some more Smash. Seriously, I got the Switch in front of me right now and everything. I'm ready to go. Smash Ultimate has been just so good. I didn't even think I'd like it this much, but I am so happy that I do. Because it has transformed me from someone who just knows next to nothing about Smash and just barely touches it and couldn't even fucking figure out how to smash people off of the stage. It's turned me into this big fan who can't wait for more. It's just, it's so good. Please play it. Please buy it for the Nintendo Switch if you have one. Please buy a Nintendo Switch for Super Smash Bros. And Super Mario Odyssey, of course. Fuck World of Light, though. If I wanted pain, I'd smash the Switch against my cock repeatedly and call it a day. The next game on this list is God of War! I mean, PlayStation has just been on an insane roll this generation with its exclusives. And ever since this channel started, there has always been one among my games of the year. 2013 was The Last of Us. 2014 was Infamous Second Son. 2015 was Bloodborne. 2016 was Uncharted 4. 2017 was Horizon Zero Dawn. And now, 2018 brings another stellar exclusive in God of War. Years before it was even announced, and on this very channel, I was saying that I had grown tired of the God of War series. I loved the original trilogy. Hell, God of War 3 was what finally got me to buy a PS3 after 4 years. But after Ascension, it became really clear that the series needed a break, and it needed something truly inspired in order to come back strong. God of War is the game I did not expect at all, and more importantly, it's the game I didn't know I wanted. Unlike the recent entries in Microsoft's flagship franchises, Halo Gears, excuse me, this new entry takes a giant risk and reinvents the series to a shocking degree, and yet it manages to retain what makes it so great. Brutal combat, larger-than-life boss battles, the overwhelming scope, and the journey of overcoming seemingly unconquerable odds. And as great as Deltarune's music is, God of War's score is the best of this year. It brings tears to my eyes whenever I listen to it. It's amazing. If they don't bring Bear McCreary back for the next game, I'm going to be pissed. Perhaps what shocked me most of all is that I actually gave a shit about Kratos. Here's this rampaging sociopath being given a surprising amount of introspection, and the relationship he has with Atreus, boy, is beautifully developed through dialogue, terrific acting, and genius moments of gameplay. If Bloodborne didn't exist, this would be my favorite PS4 exclusive. And it comes extremely close to being my favorite game in the series. It really does. I can't wait to see what Sony Santa Monica does next. I can't wait to see where they take Kratos and Atreus. And you can bet your ass I'm going to be there day one, hungry for more. And now for the big one, ladies and gentlemen. My game of the year. And I know it won't come as a surprise to a lot of you that honor this year goes to Red Dead Redemption 2. It was actually a very close race between this and God of War. However, the winner was chosen when I asked myself one simple yet single question. Which one do I see myself playing 5 years from now? You see, unlike most of the publishers that flood the market with disposable live services, I care about how a game holds up 5 years from now and how excited I will get then to replay this game after even a lot of time. For example, I've played Batman Arkham City God knows how many times, and when I bought it recently again for the PS4, I was ecstatic to jump back into that world. I love games like Arkham City. Replayability, legacy, longevity, variety, atmosphere, fun. These are all things that define my favorite games of all time. And while no game, not even Red Dead 2, this year is among that list, that honor, that VIP club, that's what was used to determine the winner. And I believe Red Dead Redemption 2's campaign is something that I'm going to be returning to for years to come. Grand Theft Auto 5 has already passed the 5-year test. I still play Grand Theft Auto 5 from time to time. It is phenomenal. And Red Dead Redemption 2 comes very close to matching that game's stellar legacy. It's a lavishly designed open world, packed with so much detail and so many great surprises. And it still manages to comfortably be the backdrop for a fantastic story with some of the finest writing and acting Rockstar has offered. I didn't expect to enjoy this prequel as much as I did, because I honestly, like God of War, this is a game that I didn't know that I wanted. I didn't know that I wanted a Red Dead Redemption 2 sequel with a different protagonist that isn't John Marston. And yet, I got it, and I loved it. And I would go so far as to say Arthur Morgan is a better character than John Marston. Oh, that's right. I'm going there. I don't even normally care all that much about staring at pretty graphics, but I was consistently in awe of how many small touches Rockstar thought to bring to the environments, animations, and atmosphere. They do shit that I wouldn't have even thought of. Hell, I don't even think Kojima would have thought of shit like this. It's just crazy. Even with the irritating presence of money-sucking microtransactions in the online portion that can thankfully be ignored and has it bled over to the single player, I think it's a testament to how fucking special the campaign is that it's still my favorite game of 2018. Rockstar Games they've made just another insane standard-setting titan that the industry is gonna top. They have to do it. Rockstar Games, they might be my favorite developer of all time. I love them, even though they push some of the most cynical crap I've ever seen. I feel like it's Stockholm syndrome. I love Rockstar. I really do. I love them as a developer. I think their games are fantastic. They are among the greatest of all time. And while Red Dead Redemption 2 is not one of my favorite games of all time, it's not even my favorite Rockstar game of all time, it's not even my favorite Red Dead game, but goddamn, Rockstar have just done it again. Red Dead Redemption 2. There you go. Razorblade Mango's official Game of the Year for 2018. Congratulations to Red Dead Redemption 2 and Rockstar. You guys have earned it. Alrighty. That has been 2018's Cream of the Crop. Thank you so much to everybody who's watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite games of 2018 are. And I can't wait to see what 2019 offers. I'm really looking forward to it, even when you take out Kingdom Hearts 3. There's so much stuff to look forward to next year. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.